Hi, welcome to Foodie Bunked. My name is Brenna, and on today's episode, we are going to the oldest Japanese restaurant in Seattle, Maneki. Come along for the ride. Japantown and Maneki have a really rich history. Maneki is a 117-year-old Japanese restaurant that has gone through the Spanish flu, both world wars, and Japanese internment camps where the restaurant was left by itself. If you don't know what a Japanese internment camp is, during World War II when the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor, the U.S. government concocted an extraordinarily racist plan where all U.S. citizens or immigrants with even a drop of Japanese blood were criminalized and transported to prison camps. Below, I've attached some more information to learn more about this horrific act. The original restaurant was on top of the community gardens, but when the owners were forced into the camps, all items were left in a storage room down the hill. This storage room is now where the restaurant resides. When the previous owners came back to their restaurant, they were able to restore its important place in the community. Since then, the restaurant has been able to survive COVID due to community engagement and now continues its important place as a historic landmark. We entered the restaurant right when it opened, and immediately as you walk inside, you are just in front of history. All of the pictures and the architecture and the music, it just really feels like something big here. You see the walls lined with the Maneki neko, which a lot of customers actually bring back to this restaurant from their travels, which is so cool because people love this place so much. Our first dish already came out, and it is the salmon namban, which is lightly floured salmon, flash fried quickly and immersed in a vinegared soy sauce-based marinade with sliced onions and lemons. So here we have salmon, the lightly floured and fried. I believe this is shredded daikon, and some spring onions. There's some onions in here too. All right, let's give it a try. That is very good. It's very vinegary. It gives me a Japanese style, like tuna fishy kind of vibe. It is cold, and the vinegar in it is so refreshing. It gives it this citrusy, sour vinegar flavor to it that is stronger than I kind of initially imagined it, but it's also very refreshing, and I like it. Try with some daikon. Yeah, so that's very plain in flavor, which really helps to work with the strong vinegared salmon. It really creates a nice balance together.
Black cod miso collar.
Oh, wow.
Enjoy.
Beautiful, thank you. Our next dish just came out. I love how they're coming out one at a time. It is a black cod collar miso, and it comes with ginger and some lettuce, and I asked, and this should be more as a palate cleanser, which is perfect because I just had a little bit of salmon. I'll clean my palate real quick. That's not ginger. Oh. No, this is pickled daikon. Really good. Okay, and then here we have our black cod collar. These are gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Pick it up for you. I don't know the best way to eat it. If I should just bite into it? I'm gonna grab a little plate. My God. Whoa. That is so good. It's like so oily and fatty. My secret is that I absolutely love fatty foods. Like I love fatty fishes, fatty meats, because that's where all the flavor is. And this is, you can taste the oils that are coming out of the collar and bringing in this like really buttery, soft texture. And the flavor itself is very mild. The cod is a very mild fish in the first place, and then the miso just brings a really nice balance of saltiness to it, but there's no like strong, overpowering flavor. It's just about enjoying the cod collar and what that is in itself with the saltiness from that miso on top. Really, really good. The sukiyaki just arrived, and I'm very excited because they have pictures of this plastered everywhere. They're very known for it. There's two different types of noodle. There's a sweet potato starch noodle, which I love these type of noodles. They're super chewy and delicious. And there's an udon in here. There we go. And there's udon noodles. What is better than a dish than one type of noodle, but two type of noodles? Like, this is it. I'm so excited. Here's the beef pieces. Got some green onion, broth, cabbage. Oh gosh, this looks good. Okay, I'm gonna try some of the broth first. Here it is. It's so golden. Oh my gosh. Ooh, it's sweet. That's really good. Sweet with that beef flavored in it. I think more food is coming. Hold on one second. It's okay. Yeah, come on.
Not so bad.
No. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Wow. Ooh, thank you.
Thank you.
Ooh, comes with a little salad. Okay, back to the stars. We have our beef pieces. The soup is delicious. Sweeter than I anticipated it, and I love sweet stuff, so that's great. Here we have our beef pieces. I'm gonna dunk it in some of that broth, get it nice and moist. All right, it's a big bite. A big bite, hold on. My mom told me never to talk with my mouth full. Hold on. Okay. Really good. A little chewy. It's definitely not a fatty meat. It's much more of a lean meat. But the flavors all come from the broth. It is so good. They don't season the meat in the way because the broth, all of these juices just come from it and bring in an insane amount of like beefy, sweeter, delicious flavor to it. It does not need anything more. It's literally perfect on its own. And you can even taste a little bit of the essence of the green onion with it. It is so good. My favorite part, the noodles. This is where I'm really gonna mess up my lipstick. Got a good little mixture here. That's in my eye. Hold on. Really good. They're really soft. They're not as chewy as I anticipated them to be, but really, really soft. Go down really nicely and just add that starch that I yearn for in every single dish. This is a wonderfully balanced meal. Our waiter suggested gyoza, so we got some of that. Always love myself a good dumpling. They look delicious. Got a nice sear on it from being pan fried. Just look really good and well stuffed. One is already poking out with all of its meat and deliciousness. Ooh, it looks good. Oh yeah, I knew the second my teeth sunk in. That is good. I love when the noodle is like really thin and delicate with the meat because it just feels so slippery in your mouth, if that's the best way to explain it. It just feels so soft and tender, and dumpling meat is always really soft on the inside. And then the soy sauce you dump it with is not traditional soy sauce. It's a little bit more sweet and still salty, but just brings more flavors to the levels of it. It's really good. Also, the pan-fried crunch is so good. Like, it's not hard. It's just a little crisp. It's so good. I just went back to the sukiyaki, and as I was removing a piece of meat, I found tofu, which I love tofu almost better than meat half the time. Look how soft it is. I'm so excited about this. As if this like dish couldn't get better. Ooh.
Smells great.
A lot of people say, oh, tofu doesn't have a flavor, but really good tofu, in my opinion, has this like really subtle, earthy flavor. It's like bland in a really good way because you can taste all of the other things around it. And this has that, like it has that like earthy. an earthy like soy flavor to it, but it's so light. It just like adds its own flavor to the dish. It's really good. I was just asking the waiter more about the cod because I was so impressed with how rich it was. And he was telling me that it's a black cod, which is a very, very fatty type of cod. And since they marinated it for 2 days, it actually takes away some of the oils. So it's interesting to learn about the different types of fish and how they were treated. It was so good. Here comes ice cream. Thank you. Ooh, beautiful. Thank you. Everything was so good, I had to order dessert, and I got the Maneki Ice Cream Supreme, which is green tea ice cream wrapped with poppy seed cake, drenched in tempura batter, and flash fried. Ooh, looks good. Start with a little cherry. I love those cherries. All right, so here you see the poppy seed cake, green tea ice cream, which looks super smooth, and then this is the tempura batter. Fried. Wow, this looks really good. Ooh, tastes like coconutty almost. I wonder if this is a coconut-based ice cream. I have to ask. The cake is like really moist with the little crunchy layer on it. Is so nice, and then that green tea creamy ice cream in the middle. It's like so refreshing, and so it's like a perfect amount of sweetness at the same time. I really love green tea ice cream because it always has a sense of, I don't want to say bitterness, but it is a little bit of bitter from the tea, but it's sweet at the same time, which gives it that like really refreshing flavor to it. The crunch from the tempura is so good. It is really good. If you come, definitely get the dessert. I am so full. I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you come visit Maneki. Click like, subscribe, follow my Instagram, and I'll see you little foodies later.